anywhere along the byways and highways, far out into the open country that invites the red-blooded freedom-seeking man, you will find the invigorating and joy-giving Indian motorcycle. Now, I wish I had written these words, but unfortunately for me, this is a line from an Indian motorcycle ad over 100 years ago. And even back then, they were a bunch of thirsty horsemen. Guys, this is Mile Gobbler here, and today I have the rip-roaring Indian Scout 60. Now, if you take a look at the bike, you're going to understand that it is not as big as the normal Indians are, but this is something special, and I've been riding it for 2 days. So let's rev up the throttle and get ready to go. Indian motorcycles, being the first American-made motorcycles, had the fans all the way back from 1901. This company has seen almost 5 owners, and now finally with the Polaris company, and it's seen bankruptcy multiple times. It's one of those winning horses that keep getting hurt but gets back on its feet each and every time. And this time it was ready to stay in the fight. I rode this motorcycle for about 300 kilometers non-stop. There are a few things I don't like about this motorcycle, but there is a lot to love. Talking about the things that I don't like, and hopefully the Indian company gets to see this video, is that the absence of a fuel meter just doesn't cut it for our country. I got stuck twice without fuel during the shoot just because I thought it can go a few more kilometers. This is how it works. For the first time, it shows a light up for about a minute or two and warns you that you're running out of fuel. It's easy to miss because I'm enjoying the ride so much. And the second time it stays on and you have about 5 kilometers left to go. With just a 12-liter fuel tank, that can be quite tricky.
It came before the Harley. Yeah, 150 years ago. yeah. Okay, thanks. Yeah, cool, man.
The clutch can be very tiresome, especially if you're stuck in traffic. It's more like a tug of war, and I wish it placed a little less stress on my hand while riding. The gearbox is nice and clunky, but it for some reason loves to find the neutral. It takes some getting used to, but once you're there, you will find you need to shift the gear and hold your foot there for a second before you can let it go. It isn't exactly the kind of gearbox you can do an open throttle on, and it's quite scary when the gear sometimes you need badly isn't engaged. The throttle response is good, although I wish I had a better feel down the lower range. It feels a bit too free and lacks the confidence that even my Aquila can give me. It would have definitely helped to add a 6th gear into the mix, but unlike its siblings, it skips out. During about 100 to 120 kilometers an hour, I felt it was the 4th gear which was a bit too much, and the 5th gear was a bit too lazy. And I'm quite surprised that for the amount this motorcycle costs, I would expect dual disc brakes in the front at least, although the ABS works quite fine should you need it at any speed. Lastly, the turning radius is very disappointing. You can surely forget about taking an unplanned U-turn anymore. But like I said earlier, there is a lot to love. I mean, look at that fat front tire. It just helps so much during cornering, and you feel really safe. And another thing I feel safe about is how well balanced this machine is. Although it weighs upwards of 250 kilos, it makes sure you stay with your 2 feet up. I did try a few things to check this out in a closed environment, and I don't suggest at all that you try it, but I was amazed. It gives you enough leverage to ride more confidently, and its low-seated posture means you can be one with the road and enjoy the ride even more. The 10-inch ape handlebars do improve your stance on the bike and give you that macho feel you've always wanted. The overall quality with which this motorcycle has been made is impeccable. The plush paint, stitched leathers, and high quality chrome finish nicks and knacks really help you feel you own a really well crafted and a handmade Indian. But be advised, this bike that I was riding for this video is the one with all the options, and those are highway bars, floorboards, 10-inch ape handlebars, backrest pad for the passenger and rider backrest support, passenger sissy bars and the foot pegs, and even the passenger seat is an option. You have to purchase this one separately. If you would like to know the pricing for each one of these options, I can help you out with the current 2019 prices. All you have to do is just leave your comments as in what you require. With the price tag just under 11 lakhs ex-showroom, it's definitely worth considering. Hi guys, if you like this video, hit the subscribe button, and next week we have the Kawasaki Ninja 300 and we're going to make sure you enjoy that one too. And so till next week, this is Mile Gobbler here. Thank you so much for watching and goodbye.